Now, today's been a bit of an interesting day. We've had a few randomly stupid things happen in Australia with some people and tactics to avoid the legal, like just stupid ideas of things to do while COVID-19 is happening. Now, I just had to make a video on this because it's absolutely insane, some of the stuff I've been watching happening. Now, I know there's been a lot of this type of stuff in America over the past God knows how many months now, but I'm not American. I'm Australian, so I'm not completely aware, nor do I know the full context, nor have I seen many of the actual clips, aside from when I'm scrolling through Twitter. Funky that. But I just wanted to talk about this because it's absolutely insane, the sheer lengths that some people have just gone to be completely... To just avoid the law because they don't want to do quarantine, or they just some simple things just because they said, I've got freedom, screw you, screw everyone else, I don't care about anyone but myself. So, first one we have 3 Queensland women charged over alleged false border declarations. Like, okay, the reason I want to talk about it is because I live near one of the places they went to. I'm not saying which one because, I mean, I'm pretty sure you can understand why, but let's just go through it. Charges have been laid against 3 women at the centre of a COVID-19 alert in southeast Queensland, police say. And they had been in Melbourne and returned to Brisbane via Sydney last week, but skipped quarantine. Why would, like, I just want to say, who in their right mind would just skip quarantine after they just came back from Victoria, which today alone had 700 new cases? That's nothing like America. But you get the picture. Victoria in Australia is having an absolute crap show down there. It's really gotten pretty bad down there, and their borders have completely shut down in comparison to everything else. Police said a 19-year-old woman, a 21-year-old woman, and another 21-year-old woman have been charged with providing false and misleading border documents and fraud. All 3 women are now in quarantine. Good to know. So 2 of them have tested positive with coronavirus, and the third one has not been tested positive yet. Apparently, they've all allegedly provided false information when they came back into Queensland after being in Victoria in a party with apparently 20 to 30 different people, and then they decided to say, instead of staying at home for just a week or 2, let's travel around. Let's go to many different places in Brisbane, Logan, and let's even make it all the way down to Ipswich for some bizarre reason. No, despite the fact not only did we just come back from a COVID hotspot, we haven't quarantined. We literally, we haven't quarantined. We haven't been tested. We just thought it was the biggest brain idea to go around and be a complete and utter wet wipe. Why? How? I don't even understand why. Why would you do this? Why can't you just sit at home for a week or at least get tested before you go around doing whatever you hellish want just because you can't give a damn? It's so stupid. The funny thing is, now their faces are just everywhere. Most people in Queensland know their faces now because it's just everywhere. If you're keeping up with any form of news to do with COVID in Queensland, you know who they are now because that's just what's happened. And let's just say, if anyone dies, or we have a second wave in Queensland because of them, I think their best option is just going to leave. Just leave, because no one's going to like them. There's going to be a high chance that most people either want to hurt them, punish them, or do something completely stupid and illegal because of the shit show they may have caused. I don't understand the thinking behind this. Why couldn't you have just sat at home for just a small amount of time, or got tested, before you went around on your little renegade rampage you chose to do? I don't even, Apparently they went to extraordinary lengths to be deceitful and deceptive and, quite frankly, criminal in their behaviour, and it has put the community at risk. I don't understand how they thought, I don't, what was the thinking behind this? You not only went and had a party with 20 to 30 people in a COVID hotspot, but then when you came back from said COVID hotspot, instead of just going to quarantine or staying at your house for a week or 2, or getting tested, or doing both of the above, you decided to say, screw it, and let's go around the southeast Queensland. Because if we're sick, we may as well give it to more people, right? I don't understand it. And it gets even better because we had some brilliant-minded person in Victoria pull off a stupid stunt. Border crossing. Let's just go through it.
Let's do it. Let's take them down. It's my first time. All right.
It's got to be your last time too.
Thanks, mate.
Oh, that's going to be a bad look. That's going to be a bad look for anyone who's like religious in any form.
Heavenly Father, please give me the strength to carry this out. I'm only doing this so I can, you know, stand up for not only my own rights, but the rights that you've given.
Yes, you have the rights to be a free person. But everyone else also has the rights to be safe. Just doing simple things in lockdown to keep other people safe is fair. By going to stand up for your own rights and everyone else, you're really screwing over many other people. Apparently there's going to be a massive protest in Melbourne where nobody's going to be wearing masks, despite the fact you have to legally wear a mask in Victoria right now. And it's just Sydney going, it's like, what's the point of that? Yes, I understand you don't believe it's fair, but at the same time, you're putting other human life in danger because you're being selfish. Everyone has the rights to safety, and if you don't want to give them that, then you shouldn't have your own rights. It's kind of a thing, you know? Just wear a mask. What's the big deal?
My brothers and sisters here on Earth, so please give me strength to carry this out. G'day, mate. Good. Thanks. I think you can hear me today. You can hear me fine.
Ow. Why can't... Like... Really?
That's fine. Reason for travelling. Have I disturbed the peace today?
That's not a reason for travelling.
Have I disturbed the peace?
You currently are, though.
No. Well, I don't need to tell you that. I don't know you.
You kind of do need to tell them that. And it doesn't matter if... Okay, it doesn't matter if you don't know a police officer or not. They're a goddamn police officer. They're not a bloody stranger. They are...
So where have you come from today?
I don't need to answer your question. No. Have I committed a crime?
Pardon?
Have I committed a crime?
No, I'm just asking why you're travelling today.
Not just yet, but you're about to, aren't you?
Have I committed a crime?
You can keep going.
Thank you. Yeah!
What the hell? Yeah, of course they're going to just, like, it's not worth the trouble, but now they're going to make sure to keep tabs on you. Anyway, we go further into this, because this was a video from the other week. This isn't new, this is, like, a weekish old now. Yesterday, Victoria Police detained, like, in dramatic scenes that saw an officer break a car window to gain entry to her car. Victoria Police say they've been trying to talk with Black since the border checkpoint incident last week. Police allege that Black refused to provide her details when they eventually caught up with her. What do you think this is gonna... What do you think this is gonna do? Like, it's not gonna help anything. If anything, you going around with potentially having COVID and giving it to more people just makes everything worse. Why do people have to act like this? Why can't they be just like, oh, just wear a mask, we'll be all good. Like, just, it's temporary. But the more people, like, be idiots about it and do stupid things that worsen things, the longer these things are gonna have to stay. Don't you understand this? Don't you understand this? We're trying to contain and stop a virus from spreading, and you being complete idiots, disobeying rules and regulations just because you goddamn being selfish about it, doesn't help contain the virus. God damn, I thought Americans were dumb. Like, I saw that stuff like before the whole Black Lives Movement stuff happening in America now. Like, before that, like, I saw these protests about wearing no mask and all these protests about not being locked, like, protests about lockdown, like, these stupid, bizarre things that made everything worse are now starting to occur in Victoria and now, like, in Australia as well. Because people are being dumbasses and don't understand that doing these type of things just make the situation worse. It doesn't change anything. In fact, you're more likely to get COVID yourself if you don't have it already, and if you have it already, you're more likely to give it to other people because you're being a complete and utter delinquent. But hey, I'm back! If you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like down below. If you didn't like it, well, there's a dislike button there. Use it. Whatever. If you got some feedback or you want to talk about this in the comments below, go for it. I'll read them, I'll heart them, I'll do whatever needs be. And if you did enjoy and you haven't already, I please would appreciate you to subscribe. It's pretty handy, it's a nice number factor. But anyways, until next time guys, and we're back to the regular. Krzear, out.